I used to be that guy that was always chasing things, always chasing money, always hustling, always forcing things. And now, after studying the law of attraction, vibrations, being mentored by Bob Proctor for years now, I don't chase things anymore. Things chase me. And it's because I learned how to create a frequency, how to become a vibrational match for the things that I want. And I want to help you do the same thing. Because, like Albert Einstein said, whether you believe it or not, everything in this universe operates on frequencies. A phone has a frequency. You just clicked on this YouTube video. The link to this YouTube video is its own frequency. Well, your goal, that dream that you see in your imagination, it exists, but right now it's on a different frequency. And Albert Einstein said that everything is energy, and that's all there is to it. If you can match the frequency of the reality that you want, then you cannot help but get that reality. He said, this is not philosophy, this is physics. So the first step is understanding that everything in this universe operates on frequencies or vibrations. Now, you might want a new car, a new home, more clients, a better relationship. You can have it all. But before you can have it, you've got to have it within inside of you, within inside of your vibrational energetic field before you can have it in the outside world. So you've got to understand that your outside world is a reflection of what's going on inside of you. And until you change what's going on inside of you, you cannot expect the outside world to change, because the outside world is just mirroring what you're holding within. As above, so below, as within, so without. So how do we do this? Well, we know that our frequency is determined by the thoughts that we have. Every thought that we have radiates a frequency out into the universe, and it attracts like energy and like circumstances back to us. So right now, I want you to imagine, what is it that you want? I don't care how big it is, £1 million, £10 million, a mansion, a harmonious relationship, whatever it is that you want, think about that right now. Now, understand, every time you think about what you want, you are radiating a frequency into the universe, and you're going to attract like energy back. And every time you think about what you don't want, same thing happens. You're radiating that frequency into the universe, and you're attracting like energy back. So if you're constantly thinking, I don't want another bad month, I don't want to argue today, I don't want, headache clients coming to me all of the time, that's what you're thinking about. That's what frequency you're on. And that's what you're going to keep attracting. So when I first became a consultant for Bob Proctor's company, I'd never really done sales before. So every time I got on a call, before I got on the call, I'd be thinking to myself, all right, I don't want this person to not have the money to invest. I don't want this person to procrastinate. And because I'm thinking about not having money to invest, because I'm thinking about procrastination, I was attracting that, and I was getting frustrated. Why is the outside world showing me this? Now I understand it was just reflecting what was going on inside of me. So let's say you want a beautiful new car, you need to start having thoughts around that new car. You need to have mental conversations with yourself as if you've already got that car, because your subconscious mind controls your vibration. In other words, your frequency, and your subconscious mind cannot tell the difference between what you are imagining and real life as if it was already true. So every time you have thoughts like, wow, I want more money, more prosperity, more abundance, you are radiating the frequency of more money, more prosperity, and more abundance. Every time that you think, all right, I don't want to argue, I don't want clients that are headaches, I don't want hard times, and I don't want to struggle, you are radiating hard times, terrible clients, and struggles, and that's what you're going to keep attracting. So you've got to discipline your thinking and start thinking about what it is that you want instead of what it is that you don't want. So when you keep your thoughts focused on prosperity, the only thing that you could attract into your life is more prosperity. And this is exactly what I teach my clients as being top 1% of Bob Proctor's consultants. What I'm really teaching them to do is reprogram their subconscious mind, to get their subconscious mind to believe that they already have everything that they want. We want to be on a frequency of already having instead of not having. Because when you feel and think like you've already got it, In other words, you are on that vibration. And like Albert Einstein said, you want to match the vibration or frequency of the reality that you want, and then you can't help but attract it. Now, do you sit in bed and it falls on your lap? No, but you start acting like that person. You start attracting circumstances, people, and situations that harmonize with the dominating thoughts of your mind. So it goes back to, again, what is it that you're thinking about? Are you thinking about what you want? Or are you thinking about what you don't want? Because your subconscious mind or the universe doesn't hear that you don't want something. It just attracts to you the thing that you are thinking about most of the time. Something that I get my clients to do is carry a goal card with them everywhere that they go. And on this goal card, it always starts with, I am so happy and grateful now that, and they write their goal. It might be a new car, it might be a new house, it could be a financial goal. And I get them to check that goal card as much as they can throughout the day. Now, why do I help them do this? Because we become what we think about, and it stops the old negative talking and it starts a new positive, constructive inner talking from thinking about their goal. So I would recommend you do the exact the same thing. And that is exactly how you make a frequency so powerful that your desires start to chase you. We should never go after things. We should never try and force things. We are human magnets. And by the thoughts that we hold in our minds, the outside world shapes itself to the thoughts that we think about. Look, if you want help implementing this material, I've been mentored by Bob Proctor, and I'm now top 1% of his consultants worldwide. I don't know much about engines or, about haircuts or all of this home stuff, gardening, flowers. I don't care to know. All I am very good at is helping people reprogram their subconscious mind and helping them create the life that they really want. If you want to find out more about how I can help you through my mentorship, then go to the link in the description and book a one-to-one call. Forget about the money, forget about all of those things that pop into your mind, because isn't it more expensive? Does it not cost more to stay stuck for 5, 10 years than it does to actually invest in yourself? Because in my opinion, the biggest risk in life is not taking one.